I'm Sam Clark with Crimson Education, and we're here at Columbia University in the city of New York, and we're here to ask some big questions. Check out this library. It used to be a library, but actually they discovered after they built it that they hadn't built it able to hold books. So now it's an administrative building, but it still says the Library of Columbia University on it. The real library is over here. It's also a very, very beautiful building. So what is the best thing about Columbia?
So I guess about the location and the resources of the campus, because it's located in New York, and there are a lot of exciting things going on, like events and student clubs and activities.
The official answer is the core. But
The official answer. What's the unofficial answer?
for me, it's probably JJ's place. That's like a 24-hour dining hall where you can get junk food.
That sounds awesome.
I love the campus. I love the community within the special interest groups, usually.
It's a great education. It's got a beautiful campus, and it's right in the middle of the city.
I think the best thing is, the location is pretty good, and having this kind of campus, good environment within New York City is a really good experience.
Overall, the people here. I think once you come to Columbia, your friends, it's on a different level, and you meet intelligent people, and I like to be surrounded by intelligent people.
Does that include him?
Partly.
And in contrast, what's the worst thing you'd say about Columbia?
For me, currently, my issue is that there aren't enough cubicles to study in.
The elevators. If you try to take the elevators in the engineering building, which is where I just came from, it takes 10 minutes to go up 10 floors just because it's so crowded.
Feels like that shouldn't happen in the engineering building specifically.
Right? Yeah.
They gotta work on that.
I guess the worst thing is the really big school, so a lot of things you cannot, because there are a lot of department schools within the school. So for example, you want to attend a career fair in another school, they don't allow you to do it. Sometimes you have to apply for different things, and there's a lot of things going on. It may take a lot of time, which it's just a very simple thing. You just take 5 or 10 minutes and can solve it. You need several days to process it. So I thought that's really bad.
The air of competition that you kind of sense walking around, it's intimidating sometimes.
I'd say walking. I'm not a walker.
Maybe firstly traffic, because New York Metro is just terrible.
I would say the pretty professional culture, because I feel at Columbia, just because it's also, again, in New York City, there's a lot of pressure of people getting jobs. I'm a freshman, but I'm attending a finance major. I've been to a couple networking events and everything. I just feel people focus too much on finding a job rather than just being in a college environment.
And what do you tend to do on weekends here?
Sometimes I go to Soho to shopping, and New York City is pretty good, so I hang out with my friends and go eating.
Besides study, I'll hang out with friends and just find something fun in the city.
Sometimes I'll go into the city. It's only 20-30 minute subway ride, so sometimes we'll go to museums, we'll go get dinner. Sometimes I just stay on campus. There's definitely some stuff there at night in dorms, in fraternities, or just in various locations off campus.
Study and then just hang out with friends, enjoy myself that way.
Yeah, same thing. Jazz hall. Just hang out. Yeah.
And last question, what did you write your application essays about?
I think I mostly wrote about my experience in undergrad, because I'm a grad student. Yeah, about my work experience and what I study in undergrad.
I wrote about basically where I came from, a coastal village in China, and then how I came to, because my grandpa was a carpenter, and how dad gave me the incentive to learn more about mechanics in general, and how dad made me a engineering major.
Well, I'm a grad student here, and I had to write a statement of purpose about why I wanted to study at the graduate program that I'm in, which is actuarial science. And I basically wrote my essay about how I want to be in a collaborative community and getting my certifications with people who are all in the same boat, striving towards the same goal.
So I'm part French, but I went to an American high school, and so I kind of wrote about the different perspective that I had on French culture and French history. And even though like I didn't necessarily agree with everything that French people had to say about, say, like relations with Arab immigrants, I understood where they were coming from. And so I just wrote about like the difference between, like combining American and French culture.
I wrote it about my brother and about my relationship with him.
And I wrote it about like growing up as a like first generation kid in America.
Anything to add?
Roar, lion, roar.
Roar, lion, roar.
No.
Nothing to add.
No.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. If you like this video and want to learn more about top colleges and universities, don't forget to like and subscribe. And click the link below to connect up with our academic experts at Crimson Education who can help you get into your dream universities. I'm Sam Clark with Crimson Education. It's been real. Signing off. Wow! Wait, so you're both engineering students. Does that mean that means you don't have to do the swimming test? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know like the logic behind that and why all the other students have to do a swimming test?
From what I heard, I think it's probably not accurate, but like it was during some sort of nuclear threat period. They want people to be able to swim across the Hudson River when things happen. So like, I heard like the length you have to swim to pass the test is close to the width of Hudson River. That's what I heard.
But then you don't have to do it because you're engineers.
I heard it's because, I heard because engineer, we can build bridges and boats, so we don't need to actually pass the swim test because we have better ways to do it.
Perfect. That's very smart.